environment and forest-based stories of the Bishnois are heard from many centuries, but there is one story which has succeeded in placing the Bishnois on the historical map of India. In 1731, the Maharaja of Jodhpur Abhay Singh had some spare time left in between fighting wars, so he decided to build a palace for himself. In order to build a new palace, the very first thing needed was fuel for activating the lime kiln. Maharaja ordered his minister Giridhari Das Bandari to bring wood from the trees. Minister Giridhari Das Bandari sighted a tree in a place called Khejarli, which was situated in around 25 kilometers from his palace. Soon after, Giridhari Das with his men went to Maharaja and told him about this nearby village Kejarli, which was full of kejri trees. Acquiring wood from these trees will ensure a good fuel for burning. The Raja quickly agreed to this. In Kejarli village, most of the population was of the Bishnois. Among the Bishnois, love for environment and preservation of the nature is an utmost priority of their life. In Kejarli village, among the Bishnoi community, a complete environment devotee lady aged 42 years, Amrita Devi Bishnoi, had three daughters, Asu, Ratni and Bhagubai, and her husband Ramu as her family. The main occupation of this family was animal husbandry. In Kejarli, Raja's troops came to cut Kejri tree, which was planted in front of Amrita Devi's house. Amrita Devi stopped them and said not to cut the tree because it was a part of their family. And also she said that this tree is my brother, I have tied a rakhi to him, so you can't cut it. For this the soldier said, do you have any religious connect with this tree? And if so, have you made any preparation to save it? On this, Amrita Devi and village community replied to them that if saving this tree demands beheading, we shall offer it. On that day, the troops refused the tree cutting process and went back. But this news went viral in nearby villages very quickly. After few days, Minister Giridhari Das along with his army before the morning time came to the village with full preparations. When the whole village was sleeping, Giridhari Das Bandari with army went towards the tree near Amrita Devi's house and started cutting it. Hearing this sound, Amrita Devi along with her three daughters came outside the house. Being a Bishnoi and their oath for saving environment, she protested against this act. Seeing this, Giridhari Das Bandari asked a bribe, which means corruption in form of money, from her in return of saving a tree. But she refused this and said this is against our religious ideology and it's her big insult. She said instead she would prefer sacrificing her life to save the tree. This made the soldier angry and he cut her head with an axe which was bought to cut a tree. After seeing their mother beheaded, all the three daughters hugged the nearby trees, but they were also beheaded. This was the very first time that the human life was sacrificed for saving a tree. This news went blazing like a fire into forest, and people came out from the nearby 84 villages and mutually decided to hug one tree each and sacrifice their lives in order to save it. Old people were the first to sacrifice their lives. Giridhari Das Bandari taunted the Bishnois that they were sacrificing the old and unwanted people. After this, the whole situation became violent and all the elders, youngers, kids and women mutually decided to sacrifice their lives for saving the trees. The Bishnoi people started hugging the trees one by one and sacrificed their lives. Eventually, Minister Giridhari Das Bandari decided to stop tree cutting process. By the time the storm was over, total of 363 Bishnois were sacrificed their life for saving trees. In this 363 Bishnois, 71 were women and 292 were men. The land of Kejarli saw a bloodbath. It was a Tuesday of 21st September 1731 and got registered as one of the historical days in world's history. In the entire history of mankind, there is no such single incident as this was. A large number of people sacrificed themselves for saving these trees. This incident hurted the Raja very badly, and he honored the Bishnois with a copper plated document which said that no tree shall be cut ever in the state of Jodhpur thereafter, and also passed a strict legislation for this. This act of bravery and sacrifice from the Bishnois will inspire all the coming generations of the future. Bishnoi community even today follows the 29 commandments set by their Guru Sri Jamboji Maharaj. Even today in Rajasthan, the Bishnois protect trees and preserve the forest in the deserts of Khejarli. Amrita Devi Bishnoi infused the spark to start with, and this spark marked the beginning of environment preservation. Today, the Government of India gives Amrita Devi Bishnoi Award for excellence in the fields of forest and nature preservation. A huge respect to this land where such brave people are born who exhibit strong bonding between nature and mankind. We can proudly say that nature is our mother.